I'm Mr. Jones.
The first rebellion has started when Jones forgets to feed us animals. The cows broke into the storage shed and all the animals begin to eat, even Benjamin and I. Jones and his men punished us by whipping us with whips, and Napoleon ordered us to sing Beast of England 7 times until we went to sleep. Napoleon put animalism into 7 commandments for us to follow. The 7 commandments are written in the dirt. Every animal must follow them or get punished. The 7 commandments follow: 1. Whatever goes by 2 legs is an enemy. 2. Whatever goes upon 4 legs or has wings is a friend. 3. No animal shall sleep in a bed. 5. No animal shall drink alcohol. 6. No animal shall kill another animal. 7. All animals are equal.
Snowball replaced his manor farm with the name Animal Farm. The pigs told us that they learned how to read, and I suppose they expect us all to know the 7 commandments and how to read and write as well. All of us are expected to work really hard. Boxer does most of the work. The work in his motto is, "I will work harder," but if he works too hard, he'll get hurt. I knew Boxer since he was a foal, and he always did his best. Of all the animals, I seem to be the only animal that recognizes no change in this leadership. Every Sunday we hold the flag ceremony. Our flag is green to represent the fields of England. We always talk about everyone's opinion, but Napoleon and Snowball always seem to voice their opinions louder than everyone, though they do disagree a lot.
We animals have been singing Beast of England every day now. I think we're planning our next rebellious act. The pigeons came to us one day and told us that Mr. Jones is marching on the farm with some of Frederick's and Pillington's men. The men soon take war on us. We prepare a defense and lead us an ambush on the men. Thanks to Snowball for studying about battles, we had an idea of what to do. We lost 1 sheep in the battle, and Boxer took a human's life. He told me he was very upset about it, but Snowball told him not to feel guilty. I tried to comfort him while he was going through his guilt. Day 3. We found Mr. Jones' gun dropped in the dirt. We put it next to our flag and we agreed to fire it twice a year. On October 12th, the anniversary of the Battle of the Cowshed, and Midsummer's Day, the anniversary of the rebellion.
Molly finally left the farm with no warning. I thought maybe she couldn't handle the way they want us to live, with war and working harder than before. Snowball has this idea of making a windmill after reading tons of Mr. Jones's books. He told us building the windmill would take a lot of time and a lot of hard work, but he told us that it would be worth it in the end. He said that the windmill would generate electricity and automate many farming tasks, making our lives better and more comfortable. Napoleon and Snowball, of course, debated about the windmill all day. Napoleon tried to tell us that we should work on our present lives and not in the future, which I agree. We need food and we should worry about being comfortable later. One evening in the barn, Snowball, working hard as always on little details, had papers explaining what we would do to build the windmill, and Napoleon walked in and urinated on them. Snowball, not fretting about it, continued his plans. Later that evening, a brutal thing happened on our farm that I've never expected to see. Napoleon and Snowball wanted us to vote for what plan was the best. When we were just about to vote, Napoleon's vicious-looking dogs attacked Snowball and chased him off the farm forever, never being seen again. Even Boxer being brainwashed in what Napoleon had to say, he made a new motto: Napoleon is always right. Squealer tried to tell us that Napoleon came up with the plan of the windmill and wants us to build it as soon as possible. I know he didn't come up with it, but I stayed quiet while Napoleon got all his glory from the other animals. Often I find myself understanding why Molly left Manor Farm.
We don't have to work on Sundays, but we don't get to eat that day if we don't. So we all try our best on the day, even though we should rest. We work harder and harder every day to build our windmill. We try really hard to do a lot of work that needs to be done, even though we don't have the right tools and equipment. I realize that Mr. Wiper begins paying a visit to the farm every Monday, and Napoleon does trade with him, which confuses me because I thought we didn't associate with humans. I also realized that the pigs began living in the farmhouse, and rumor has it, they sleep in beds. I can't read yet, so I asked Muriel to read me the commandment, because I do remember it being one of the commandments, not being able to sleep in beds. But they changed it to, no animal shall sleep in beds with sheets, which the sheets part wasn't there before. Squealer tried to explain to me that they forgot the last 2 words, and said that a pile of straw is a bed. However, sheets is a human invention. All the other animals agreed that the pigs need a comfortable place to sleep, so they can do their clear thinking. But I still see it's not fair to us. A storm came to Animal Farm, and the windmill knocked down. We were all in horror, realizing that all our hard work was ruined. Napoleon told us that Snowball did it, and we must kill him. I will never understand why he wants us to kill him, because one of our commandments is, no animal shall kill another animal. And somehow I finally see the commandment seem to mean nothing anymore.
We're going to begin working on the windmill soon. This time it takes longer because Napoleon wants us to make it thicker so Snowball won't knock it down, even though I know he didn't touch the thing. Napoleon wants to sell 400 eggs a week. I realized that Old Major wanted the hens to have their eggs, and it was always unfair and cruel that Jones and his men would take them and sell them, but now that's exactly what Napoleon is doing. The hens tried to tell Napoleon no, but he didn't take no for an answer and said that next time he'll cut off all food from them, and 9 hens died sooner than Napoleon could give his next demand. I finally see that this isn't Major's dream anymore. This is Napoleon's. This is Napoleon's farm now, and no animal but I realize that, so I'll keep my mouth shut for the time being. Blaming everything on Snowball has been Napoleon and every animal on the farm's habit. If one thing goes wrong, it was automatically Snowball. And the animals say he visits the farm at night, but truth is Napoleon is putting that in all of their heads.
I wonder why Napoleon walked in the barn with his huge dogs, but then he forced some animals to confess to their sins. The chickens said they helped Snowball this whole time, and I was disgusted that they would do that. I was even more disgusted when I saw Napoleon order the dogs to kill the animals. Tears filled my eyes fast. I wish I could speak my thoughts, but I can't. And all I can think of is, this isn't how I saw our lives to be like. I didn't expect freedom to be this way, and I know Old Major wouldn't approve this. Isn't what he hoped for. This isn't what any of us hoped for. Napoleon told us we'd be killed if we ever sang Beast of England, and I don't understand why. That's what we always did. It gave us hope and comfort of the future. The commandments changed what seemed like every day. It always had something added to it. It had words that were left out. A couple hours later, Frederick attacked Animal Farm with a huge group of men, and we all attacked back, and Boxer did the most damage to all of them. They blew up the windmill, and the pigs didn't even care. We were all so sad, and we worked so hard. Boxer injured himself real bad, and we couldn't move for the rest of the day. Boxer was really hurt, but he didn't show it. But he was. No one really found out until he fell, and Squealer said he would take him to the hospital, that Napoleon would help him. Benjamin and I stayed with him until the cart came to take him. We were the closest to Boxer. No animal knew him like we did.
I saw the writing on the cart's sideboard. It said in a marker, "To be slaughtered." I told the animals and they all panicked. I even panicked at the moment. Clover yelled to Boxer, telling him to get out as fast as he could, but he couldn't. He kicked and made noises, but it was too late. Boxer, my dearest friend, was being sent to be killed because he couldn't do any more work because he hurt himself. Napoleon took things too far. He talked with humans, he slept in beds, he drank alcohol, he killed animals, walked like humans. He wasn't equal with us. He took power.
So Napoleon changed your lives.
Have you ever seen a donkey die? I've been on this farm for a long time, and this was the worst I've ever seen it.
Thank you for your time, Benjamin and Clover. We appreciate you telling us about Animal Farm in 8 days. We'll look closely into it.
Bloopa. Wait, what is this for?
Bloopa. This is our Bloopa. Bloopa. No one believes me that I threw a book at a guy today. Yo!